this won't be my first fitness journey. And, you know, obviously all of them ended up with me having to go on another one because I'm not doing well. So
yeah, you got to be sustainable. Like, you can't, with this whole thing, you can't take, you have to look at you got to make it important that your body is important. And you have to limit the foods that are cause problems for your body to once a week.
Yeah.
Once a week. Like, once a week. And then the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The more your body adapt to not wanting that crap. Like I just told you. I'll even say this on the video.
Yeah.
I ate that junk yesterday. My body just went right through me. I hopped on the scale. I only gained a pound. It just went right through me. I didn't work out. I didn't do nothing yesterday. It just said, oh, hell no. And you get to the point where you don't like it.
I hope I get to that point. That would be wonderful. Yeah. Right now, it's easy. It's easy to cheat. All I have to do is fall into my same old comfortable routine. That is an easy thing to do.
Greetings, life gainers. We're back. I'm Lamont. That's James.
Hey.
This is the second part of James's fitness journey, where he's going to tell us his progress on week number 2 of me helping this man transform his body and put something more sustainable in place by eating. So, James, what's going on?
Well, you'll remember last week, after the first week of just tracking what I was eating, I had gone up by 1 pound.
Right.
217 to 18. This week, as of this morning, I've actually come down by 4 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Down to 214. That's with some real... Obviously, I had some slip-ups this week, but that's with some real diet changes, really trying to hold to about 2,000 calories a day. Mm-hmm. That's with some more exercise than I usually do. And I feel like, you know, my weight might yo-yo a pound or 2 every day. This feels like 4 real pounds that I lost this week, though. I feel like I actually lost 4 pounds up to this point.
Cool.
So,
and this video is a shout out to my man Tony Strongman, who said, Lamont, give a little bit more instructions on what you do. And so we said we do that. And number 1 is diet. Mm-hmm. And the number 1 instruction on diet is figuring out what you're eating, tapering back, understanding what the calories is going to be required for you to lose weight, and then just generally understanding all calories are not created the same. The foods you should be eating to help build upon what you're trying to do, which is you want to keep as much muscle as possible, lose as much fat. Mm-hmm. And so James is going to ask some of those questions that some of you guys might want to ask, or trying to get your fitness journey started. He's seen some changes this week, and he still has some questions. So James, shoot me.
Well, one of the things, you know, there was one day this week where I was busy in the morning, didn't have time to make any breakfast. So went to work, had no breakfast. It came lunchtime. I didn't plan ahead, so I sort of slipped up. I went to Taco Bell, got myself a quesarito, got myself a large Coke. This is an old favorite. It's comfort food for me. That was 1,000 calories. Then for dinner that night, I had a nice light salad, you know, a little bit of dressing, all that. That only came out to 700 or 800 calories grand total for the dinner. So at the end of the day, I had 1,800 calories. Now, to me, that sounds like the diet of somebody who would lose weight. I had less calories than I used to, but more than half the calories I had that day came from absolute rubbish. I do enjoy Taco Bell, but let's be honest. The food was just absolute rubbish as far as the diet is concerned. Yeah. So it would seem like less calories, I'm going in the right direction. And yet, I know fully well that that was not good decisions that day.
True.
And even as I was ordering it, I said, you should not be ordering this. You are trying to get in shape. So here's my question. Trying to balance out that I could eat absolute garbage every meal of the day, just slightly less of it, and still lose weight, correct?
That's true.
So why don't I just do that?
It's not sustainable.
Not sustainable, all right.
So, first of all, the food that you're putting into your body is causing other problems. They load that food up with sodium, MSGs, and all that stuff that causes inflammation in the body. Is not healthy for you. You're not getting quality macronutrients from that food. That's the number 1 problem. That's problem number 1. Number 2, that stuff spikes your insulin so high you're not going to be able to burn fat.
Why am I not okay with that?
You're not okay with that because what you're fighting to do is retain all the muscle you have and build upon it and lose fat.
And spiking my insulin will prevent me from doing that.
Absolutely. The body has a difficult time burning fat in the presence of insulin in the bloodstream. High carbs or a high calorie meal will cause that to happen. So even if you would have ate 1,000 calories of nothing but protein and fat, that calorie overload is going to cause your insulin to surge pretty high, and you're not going to be able to burn fat.
So in theory, if I had gotten the 1,800 calories out of just purely healthy food, good for me food, I would lose even more weight than the 1,800 calories I got from Taco Bell?
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Okay, all right.
What I will say is your body would have been more efficient in burning those calories.
Okay.
And you would have got better macronutrients for the body than what you got from that crap at Taco Bell.
If I continue... Now, as I'm asking this, I know fully well I shouldn't be eating this crap. But could I eat this crap, then, wash it down with a multivitamin to make up what I didn't get from the meal? Why would that work? Why wouldn't it work?
Wash it down with a multivitamin?
Yes.
Well, first of all, your body's going to have a hard time processing that multivitamin because you just filled it up with junk.
Okay.
You got to keep in mind that junk has a counter effect. Number one, it makes you addicted to the food.
Yes.
Number two, it puts crap into your body. And number three, it makes your body get in a position where it has a hard time processing what's in there.
Okay.
The body, number one, mostly wants to get its nutrients from whole foods anyway. That's number one.
Okay.
And then with all the information coming out about supplement company, who's to say what you're getting from the supplement is real?
Is there any way to know that your supplement is trustable?
Look for a seal that says USP.
All right. Yeah. I can do that.
Look for a seal that says USP.
Okay. Well, I'm a working man, married, trying to maintain house, trying to maintain marriage, trying to do all this other stuff. It's hard to really make changes. It's easy to fall into a routine. And I mean, that's what happened that day I knew it was easy to go get Taco Bell. That's comfort food. I just did that. I guess it's real life changes that are hard.
They're hard, but once you do them, you get a life gain. That's the point of this show. And my question to you is, we've talked about you need to have your meals cooked and prepared during the weekend to last you for a week, and they need to be readily available with you everywhere you go, because if anything in your life doesn't change, you're going to have to eat.
Right.
And the longer you go without food, the more susceptible you come to the temptation of everything that's out there on the streets when you're riding by, and it hits your nose first. Knocks you out, you're in the line getting that stuff.
Like I said, even when I was in line ordering, and I just gave one example, there were other slip-up meals. That's the honest truth. But even as I'm eating them, I'm saying to myself, this is not what I should be eating. And anytime I had a cola has always been one of my weaknesses. As I'm drinking it, I'm saying, I should not be drinking this. This is not going to help any kind of diet. And I'm saying that as I'm doing it. Okay. But I'm in week 1 of really trying. Right. So, when you start off, what was your first week like? Same thing, or
my first week back when I started this whole thing, I had cut my meals down to 2 a day.
Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, if you're carrying a whole lot of excess body fat, small changes is going to give you big results. The key to it is you want to be putting the foundation of something that's sustainable in place instead of shock and dramatic. So that's why so many of these diets get a lot of hype, like the cleanse, where people don't do nothing but sit there and drink water for 3 weeks or smoothies for 3 weeks. That happens because you're reducing calories so hard and you're carrying so much body weight, it's shock to the body. Is it sustainable? No. Is it sustainable for you to get a whole 1,000 calories every single day from Taco Bell and be able to maintain that and have a good body and meet your fitness goals? Absolutely not. None of that's sustainable. When I started, I was eating 2 meals a day, and those 2 meals were things that satisfy my pleasure senses. Wasn't sustainable. I'd done that for about 3 months and gained all that weight back and just went back into the vicious cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got to start thinking about putting something in place that's going to be sustainable for your eating, with mostly bro foods or foods that you can go and get from the garden, lean meats, things that don't spike your insulin. We're going to do a video about those things, and then start figuring out what it's going to take for you to maintain or lose weight on a calorie regimen. And then you include the essential fats, the carbs, and the protein intake you need to get lasting results.
Okay.
And so I'm very proud of this man. He's going to actually do some before and after pictures. We're going to get some footage of me and him doing bench tomorrow, give you guys a good little walkthrough of what you can do in the gym. And we'll start doing more videos, and we'll start doing more collages and showing you pictures of different choices you can have for foods that'll be able to keep your insulin in homeostasis as best as possible. And see if we can help reach you guys. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. You need some help on your diet, let us know. We're here to help you, baby.
And remember, I'm doing this with y'all. I just started a week ago, so if you're starting this too, whatever pain you're feeling, I'm going to feel it too. We're going to be here to support you.
He's going to help. These are not show muscles, guys. These are strongman country muscles. I'm doing other things too, and you guys can make the change too doing other things. We'll catch you later.